Are you at this moment struggling financially and you would like to change the way you look at life and wealth? Then stick around, I have something for you. I was still thinking, is there something more that I should be saying? But that was it. So, if you're struggling with money at this moment and you really want to change that perspective so that at some point you can start inviting wealth into your life, then there's a really simple technique. And I'm not saying this technique will change immediately the way that you are handling your money, but it is really helping. I have done this for a few months and it is changing my perspective on wealth, with which I start to see money. I start to see accumulation of money around me, and with that I am accumulating it in myself too. So what am I talking about? When you go around in your neighborhood, and it doesn't matter if you are in a poor neighborhood or a middle class or a rich class neighborhood, go around in your neighborhood and just calculate for yourself how much money is into those houses in that specific suburb. So now when you are in a luxury or in a middle class environment, then you can, like, I just assume that it is brick houses, maybe it are apartment buildings, maybe you live in an apartment building. Then go ahead and imagine, so every apartment has the same rent or mortgage as you have, no? So let us imagine that it is $1,000 per month, just for an example. And there are, in your apartment building, there are 24 apartments. So that means you're already surrounded by 24 times 1,000 per month. 24,000 a month. That's already quite a bit more of money surrounding you than just the 1,000 that you are paying, right? And that's per month. So imagine how much it is per year. Times let me do it times 10, that's easier calculating. So that is 240,000 a year. But people live there for several years, so they have been paying already 480,000 or maybe 620,000. Yeah? 720,000, sorry. So just imagine, like, see that in this apartment building or the houses surrounding you, just only for the rent or the mortgage, how much money is already going round. Now don't go and be jealous at the owner of the house, because then you are getting back into, like, the poor people mindset. You don't want that. Yeah? So just imagine that you are the one receiving that, or that you are the one that is seeing all this wealth around you. And now we were talking only about the rent or the mortgage. So imagine all the money that is invested into the kitchen, into all the kitchen utensils, into the fridge every week being filled, into the furniture, into the bedrooms, into the bathroom. Imagine all the money that is invested just a carpet is already, it's another $100. A couch, I don't know how much they cost, $2,000. You know, so pile up all these amounts and then go into your apartment and then start seeing that there's all this wealth surrounding you, because you take it so much for granted, right? You're so used to seeing that couch that you are not reflecting anymore on the fact that you have paid a certain amount for that couch. But at some point that couch was worth the amount that you paid for it, because it was worth that amount for you. So this exercise is really for you to open up seeing money surrounding you in the apartment building, in your house, in your surroundings. And even if you are living, like I've been in the slums in South America, I know, and in Africa, I know how it looks like. These are like cardboard houses. So there you can still go, and because like in general there's less money invested in those houses, but there are many more houses, right? So I remember when I was in Guayaquil, for example, it was really cool to have this comparison. In Guayaquil it's hot, and like cold season, then it's still like 15 degrees. So the only thing that these people would have is like blankets for the cold season and some warmer clothes, and then the rest of their shed would be filled with luxury goods. They would have like big televisions. Because of the warmth, it was not necessary to invest in a brick house. And then I went to Quito, which is in the same country. Both of them is in Ecuador, but Quito is up in the mountains. It's cold there. It's a capital city of Ecuador, and you know, there's these people there. They were investing in brick houses, so their first aim was to have a brick house instead of a shed. And have a brick house, maybe have like at least 2 rooms, one for like living and sleeping, and the other one for cooking. And then they would, like at some point when luxury was coming to them, they would invest in televisions or maybe cooking utensils or those kind of things. So the mentality was different, because the outside world, the temperature in this case, was motivating them, to inspiring them to think differently and to build differently. And then I'm not talking about building the bricks for the house, but I'm really to build their mind differently. You see, so this is something that you can practice, because in these slums the wealth is often into the people themselves. When I was in Africa in the slums, there were a lot of ladies with a lot of children, and some of them had children of different husbands who would leave them after the child was born or after conception even. And then, but these ladies, they had so much joy in raising their children. They had so much joy in meeting new people. They had so much joy with the people that were surrounding them, their inner circle, and having experiences with them. And there is wealth in that too. It doesn't always have to be financial wealth. So these people, they would be living like in really bad circumstances. But they had a different kind of wealth. If you allow yourself to see the beauty of people sticking together. That's what I really got from Africa, that these people, they do everything for their community. If it's necessary, they go to church together. They do voluntary work together. They help each other to make sure that the kids can go to school. That would happen in these small communities. And then when these kids have gone to school, they would stay at their parents' house in the slum so they could pay back to all those families that were helping them to go to school. There is a lot of wealth in that philosophy. So it doesn't always have to be money, but look around you to all the wealth that is surrounding you. In whichever way, open up your eyes. Don't only look at, oh my God, I don't have enough money for grocery shopping. You do. You always do, but it's because you are living in the future that you don't see that. So now, just for a moment, go back to now and then see all the wealth that is surrounding you in so many ways. Now I'll leave it to that for this moment. Sending you lots of love. Take good care and enjoy traveling on this journey in life. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, beautiful soul. If there's anything I want you to take from these videos, then it is the permission for you to shine your light. It's the most important thing. So go ahead, shine your light. I love you. Bye-bye.